All right, good stuff. All right, so he got the floor wiped down a little bit. We're gonna stay off that sucker. All right, I do realize there's a transition right there. We'll figure that out later. Maybe we'll put a nice little bullnose piece there, or like a little piece of quarter round or something down in there, but we'll have all that on video as well. All right, but here, stay kind of close stay kind of close up on me. All right, I just lock this one in here, okay? So she's locked in. All right, this is how this works. And this is just regular, already been cut. This is regular $2 square foot vinyl planking from Home Depot. When you're doing this, get yourself set up, man. I got all the tools usually right where I need them. I usually cut at that end. So got a razor knife down there, an extra hammer, a pair of snips from where I snip, and then put you a couple boxes kind of right behind you. That way you can get to the stuff easily. All right, keep your floor swept real clean as you're laying this stuff. Even if I lay this stuff on the ground for a second, like even how that one's laying face down, I'll use that next right here. But take and wipe the back of that thing off. You know what I mean? The less debris and less stuff that you have underneath it, it's just better. Makes it lay flatter. There's no crunching and stuff when you walk. A lot of people will put underlayment under this. It's not necessary. Some vinyl planks call for underlayment. We're not going to use it on here, strictly because it's, you know what I mean, it's a garage. And it's just really not, it's not necessary. We've bonded this floor 4 times and you name it. So, okay. All right, so we got this right here, laying like that. And what I do, this tab here is always facing out to you because that's what clicks in. This one clicks into that tab that's sticking out. All right, get close up on me right here. And I work the corner first, okay? I get that thing laid up in there like that. Get it pressed up in there real good, okay? And kind of work it down in there a little bit as you go. All right, see how tight she is right there? Okay, before we're so rudely interrupted. All right, now get up, get down on it. All right, can you see that little, can you see that line?
Yep.
All right, get right down on it. See how it is right there? Then you take it, get that sucker butt real tight, and then work it back down, okay? Work it back down to this corner. And same thing here. This, I can't even press this lap down in the other one. All right, but normally you'd have a rubber mallet. Since somebody decided they needed my rubber mallet worse than I did, probably somebody else who was laying floor for me, but it's a little 2-pound sled. Yeah, you like that, don't you? That's nice. I think you've seen it share trouble, that's for sure. But anyways, I wrapped some red tape around it, not to damage the finish, but okay.
Hammer you
and
can't kill.
Pressed up in there, nice and tight in the corner, and just you can hear that sucker snap. You hear it snapping, I'd make her lock right in. And just once you get that corner worked in real good, I'm barely tapping it, but it's locking that sucker in there real good, okay? Now I take my knee, press it on there, and pull tight where she's real tight, and then just work it down, and then hold it. Work it down, hold it. Work it down and hold it, work it down and hold it. And once I get that sucker, see, you can't even see that seam. And I just barely take this thing right on that edge. And just make that rubber and that vinyl lock together. And where these other joints are from the previous row, right here in this triangle, right here where all 3 of them lock together, I pay special attention to that part. Okay? And that's it. And you'll lock that one in together, lock them in together like that. Take you another one, straight from the box. Don't have them laying all around the floor, because like I said, even though he swept it, pretty good job sweeping that.
You constantly be picking debris
stuff,
up.
man, there's debris, there's dust, there's all kinds of stuff, man.
Sweeping is endless.
Yep, you don't want to friggin' have all that crap on the back of this vinyl, okay? So, same thing. Get you another one, kind of lay it about dead money. Work this corner first, right there, where these 1, 2, 3, where these 3 meet, right in this corner. It's the cornerstone, man. That's construction. That's biblical. The cornerstone. It's get into the foundation. All right. Kind of line it up, work it down through there, and then work back to that corner. Flip nice and tight up in there. Hold what you got. Okay. And then right there where them three meet, especially. Work it out, work it over, work it back down in there. Okay. Is this overkill? Maybe so. But I like to sleep good at night, knowing I left a customer a good product. You know what I mean? The guy came in yesterday. Seen the rest of the floors poured. And he said, man, that looks great. He goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, why don't we do a couple in the house too? It's just that simple, man, because when people see you leave a good product, you know, that stuff's important.
Leads to more.
I see. They know you care about what you're leaving in their house.
Well, of course.
So, all right, now, the other. Okay?
Work is your reputation.
All right, here we go. So normally it would lay like this. Simple trick to this is, flip it over. Get it lined up where you need it cut at. And you always want to leave about a 1/4 inch on these edges. It's called a floating floor for a reason. That way it can move around. You don't want it too tight everywhere because, I mean, this vinyl doesn't expand and contract like, like laminate or wood flooring. It doesn't really buckle, but it's supposed to be able to slide and move if necessary. So you leave you a fat 1/8 inch.
This
right
is a floor
there.
you can always take up later on if you wanted to.
All right, look right here. See that? See where that piece is? Mark it right about there. Nice and easy. Okay. Careful not to damage the other floor. Simple as that. Boom. She went like that. Bam. Just that easy. Lay it back up on top of that box. That way it doesn't sit down in debris. Wipe the back of this off. Make sure she's clean. And that piece, where you flipped it over and cut it, cuts your perfect piece for right here. Okay, boom. She lays right in there. Same thing on this, even though it's small. Don't cut corners. No pun intended. Get that sucker laid up in there real tight. Gotta say, unlike that rubber mallet, that 2-pound sledge, just the sheer mass in the head of that hammer there,
You got just
it smashes, yeah.
barely.
Yep, it smashes it together good.
It's got a little weight behind
You
it
know what I mean?
naturally.
So, all right, that's one row. Real quick, I'll do a second row, and then basically that's it. It's all the way back down through. Now here, one other thing, you want to make sure you got your joints staggered correctly. Some people don't care for a random pattern. Some people do. Some people like things symmetrical. Can you see them joints? Can you see them down through there?
Yeah.
Will the camera pick them up? There's one of these. Got one of these.
Yeah, I see
and
one.
And then a third, and then a full
Right.
one. And it's every other one.
Yeah.
And that's how I like it. You know what I mean? Even all the tile alley.
A lot of people like it that way.
You know,
Really.
so,
A lot of people like that pattern.
but you gotta be sure that you're staggering them the way that they're meant to be staggered. Or not, just depends.
Yeah, because it's actually actually some of it it's made that way. It's for a pattern.
Okay, now same thing here. The next one is this big, so it would normally lay like that. Go back to this one, right there. That's our mark. Okay. About there. Just a regular pair of snips. Okay. Try and cut some out. cat right here, sit right on the end. Make sure you lock it in, leave you an 1/8 inch against the wall. Face trim's gonna cover that. Push that sucker in real good. That's it. And we'll take another full one. We'll lock her in. Start at the corner that we talked about. Push it up in there real good. Make sure she sits, trying to sit. She ain't going right. Sometimes you get little stuff jammed up in that
little groove.
little groove. She don't want to sit right, so she take a little extra time. There we go. Try not to bend that tongue too bad, if you can help it while you're getting ready in there. Right where these three meet, this one, and this one, right there in the corner, get that sucker locked together. You can feel that sucker just snap in there. That other one where those three lock together. Put your knee on it, pick it up a little bit, press it over, hold it tight. Beautiful thing, man. You can't even see that joint hardly. All right, so on and so on and so on. Cut your piece down there, drop back, keep your joint staggered correctly. Make sure you leave a little edge off the wall, that way this floor can float if it wanted to. And that's it, man. And then when we get down here to this end, take a look over there. You get down here, we're gonna have to come up with some kind of transition edge, some kind of threshold or something that'll end that vinyl, but we'll get a video of that when we're done. All right, good deal.
Good deal.